Our target industries are all suffering, but each one in a different way. Especially in automotive technology, the suppliers are facing a very large downturn. Unfortunately, this is the industry with the highest revenues. On the other hand, the downturn is significantly smaller in the infrastructure industries.
The
The success factors today are still the classical entrepreneurial virtues, planning, vigilance, but also flexibility, which only seems to be a contradiction, and of course innovative strength. Nowadays, especially, of course, innovation is the alpha and omega for technology-oriented companies. Even so, innovation is only successful when we keep a wide open eye on the market and recognize developments. If we put innovation on the market out of line with the requirements, it's just a cost factor.
The
buzzword innovation has been frequently mentioned, but it is the key to success on the world market for German companies too, especially, of course, medium-sized companies. Beyond that, we need something like a social motivation to implement technological themes over the long run as a basis for this innovative strength. Of course, a healthy and powerful research environment is a prerequisite for the implementation of technological themes. Nevertheless, our companies still have to learn to use research and development toward launching products on the market successfully. First of all, despite all the optimism, after the crisis is before the crisis. This is why even in good times we should never go to the outer limits of our financial reserves. Large-scale international companies have a political and international dimension, so it is easy for them to get their message across. Medium-sized companies, on the other hand, often have a hard time getting appropriate support in times of crisis. But the crisis also offers opportunities. Market adjustment and repositioning in times like these provide an opportunity to advance the company. Then as now, our strategy is strongly based on direct contact with educational institutions. We offer internships, diploma and study programs. We frequently invite school children and college students from all kinds of institutions to events to familiarize the youngsters with our technologies. And don't forget, of course, we also continue to train as many people as we did before. Today, the area of three-dimensional measuring technology, especially in the radiological field of computer tomography and tomosynthesis, places heavy demands on us. Here we find ourselves navigating in a Bermuda triangle of costs, precision, and speed, which we have to match up with customer demands, and that's a huge challenge. The limitations are certainly tighter when it comes to safety and health. There, functional security has priority over the absolute optimization of cost structures. But cost reduction does continue when, for example, we think of the reel-to-reel process, in which the electronics are only still printed. Here we have a possibility to reduce costs to such a degree that an RFID tag, for instance, comes to less than 1 cent per unit, but only then does it make any sense to do something like that. Photovoltaics is still a very young area. Due to market distortion, government support policies, the financial crisis and overcapacities, it is not in the very best condition at the moment. Nevertheless, I think that it will offer sizable growth rates over the long run. The costs of photovoltaics are amortized much quicker as the prices for fossil fuels increase, and this forms the basis for its finding stronger application worldwide. In today's crisis, every company has to economize. Even so, it is important to provide a kind of evidence of existence, and this makes the most sense at the right place, namely at the largest and most important trade fair, which then is now is Productronica. It also has a long-term effect. Our company tries to strengthen the trade fairs, which we believe will continue to have long-term significance. And we will continue to be present at them, and this of course includes productronica. Naturally, we will continue to present new developments, genuine highlights at Productronica. I don't want to go too far into detail here, but this much can be said. They will primarily have to do with three-dimensional measurement technology, both optically as well as in the radiological field.